To all from Food and Agri Business School, a part of Sagar Group of Institutions. And why we are conducting this SGI talks, it is to reduce the gap between the industry and the institution as well as the students and all. We have so far we have conducted 22 SGI talks, and this is the 23rd with the various eminent speakers from the industry. And today we are very much happy, and I'm very much privileged to have our guest, Mr. Shritikant Mishra, CEO of GSFC Agrotech Limited. I'll give you a brief introduction of Mr. Shritikant Mishra. Shritikant Mishra is serving as Chief Executive Officer of GSFC Agrotech Limited since September 2016. He is a result-oriented dynamic professional with a rich experience of 25 plus years in distinguished areas of various fields of agribusiness management like sales and marketing, distribution, logistics management, commercial operations, strategy planning, and PLN management. He has an MSc in agriculture from Pantnagar University and all, and a PG Diploma in Business Administration from Symbiosis University, Pune. Having worked with the likes of Chambal Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited and in Matix Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, Shri Mishra is backed by a rich experience in fertilizers and agri-input sector. We are very happy, sir, to invite you for this particular SGI talk. And there is a small announcement for all the audience. Audience, please, every one of you, please keep your mic on mute condition. And at the end of the session, you'll get a chance to question the speakers and all. Or otherwise, you can do one more thing. You can keep post. You can post your questions in the chat box also. So it's over to you, sir.
So, should I start now?
Please,
yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to interact with young graduates, postgraduates who are aspiring for to work in agribusiness sector, and the professors and placement director of this institute. So whenever next time I would be in Hyderabad and this Telangana, I would like to meet you people in person. And after this, after this COVID, when this COVID pandemic dips. Now, I will just give you some briefs about today's topic. When this conversation started, so a lot of topics are there on which we should discuss with you people. But thing is that we are as an employer, what we are facing, that lot of graduates, lot of postgraduates are there. You will see in LinkedIn and so many various platforms, people seeks that they want job, they want to start, means they want to work with good institutions and like all these things. But dilemma is that many organizations, when you will discuss at top level, they will say, oh, we are not getting good talent. And what is the definition of that talent? And in agribusiness, it's my personal opinion, and whatever I am going to discuss here, because I am not going to teach, or I am not going to discuss any wisdom like any subject. I am not a subject specialist. I will like to restrict myself exactly. Restrict myself to actual things, means we will discuss practical aspects, and someone may agree, someone may differ with me, and they are all welcome. So if you like, I started my career as a trainee marketing officer from Chambal Fertilizers way back in 1996, and through campus interview I was selected, and then after different companies, I'm heading this organization. It's a wholly owned subsidiary of GSFC, a Gujarat government promoted organization, and we are looking after agri retail and non-bulk products of GSFC. So I have 7-8 slides. not more than that. And I would like to discuss what exactly the requirement of organizations, especially in agribusiness sector. And this agribusiness is a different kind of thing, because here consumers are there, and in agribusiness consumers are farmers. And you will find a huge gap, means some farmers are quite illiterate, but in case some farmers are highly educated, and some farmers are using conventional fertilizers, and some farmers are using new age fertilizers, and they are ready to use new age fertilizers, new age agri inputs, new age technology. So lot of variation would be there. So what I mean to say, you will not find a particular benchmark like FMCG, where everything is almost established. So in agribusiness, a lot of diversity is there. It differs geography to geography. It differs crop to crop. Like if you go to interact with a paddy or wheat farmer in Haryana and Punjab, you will get different type of response. And when you will visit grape farmers and even sugarcane farmer of Maharashtra, or vegetable farmers of Andhra Pradesh, or you go to fisheries farmers, so you will get different type of experience. So the first slide, the next slide, please. Just we want to discuss that by next 3 slides, I want to emphasize that we have in agribusiness, it's going to be most potential segment, most potential business segment for almost at least for country like India. You know, in this COVID, this pandemic effect, so agriculture was the only this industry, you can say, only segment which has no impact, no such impact. Everything is there. Our fertilizer agri input demands were quite good. Production is I think after 2-3 years our production is highest, and this kharif production, kharif and rabi for 2020-21, so production is also very good. Our exports are in better shape. So like in Indian agri input industry, you see why this agriculture industry will prosper, because population growth is there. You can see it's global population. From 2020 we are 7.7 billion today, and by 2050 it's almost going to be 9.1 billion. And good thing is that per capita calorie per day is also going to increase. Shifting to better diet like India, China, and Africa, they are going to be more consuming countries for food items, and not only general foods but quality foods also. Means better food inputs would be in great demand. And India, like said, India, China, and Africa are going to be the main countries for this rising food demand. Resources are limited, so you must have taught that limited land and labor availability is there. Urbanization is a factor. Leisure land holdings are there. Climate change are there. So what I mean to say, we have to feed a 9 billion population, and we have limited resources. So resources are not going to increase, friends, but population is going to increase, and we have to feed that population, and for that our productivity needs to be increased. And for that, agri inputs are going to play a major role. And for that, we all we are working, and now you people will work or will start work in next 1 or 2 years. So we all have a very prosperous and good future as far as this agribusiness is concerned. Next, please. So I think, Professor Saab, your all students must be, they know about what exactly deficiency in soil is there and nutrients. So they all are agribusiness means they have basic knowledge of agriculture inputs. So I'm not going to discuss that this agri input thing means about agri inputs.
Yes,
so
yes, sir. They have an agri background. They are all BSc AG graduates.
Okay, great. So you people might be aware that what exactly we are facing when we study that everybody discuss about N, P and K. But nowadays, any nutrient like sulfur, magnesium, zinc, boron can play a critical factor. Means you have plenty of N, P and K, but your output will not increase because due to any factor, any nutrients, so that can prove a controlling factor in your crop yield. So from this NPK approach, and like you see that in government NBS policy, nutrient based subsidy policy, so they have a focus on sulfur also. So after NPK, they have subsidy on sulfur, and for zinc and boron, they have limited subsidy. So they want to promote. So, and like our Indian soils, like this chart shows that zinc, this sulfur, so almost 49% of our land have deficiency in all these micronutrients. So we have to move from nutrition, protection means agrochemicals, and this specialty plant nutrition is going to play a major role in agribusiness segment. So why I am emphasizing on this? Because in agriculture, a lot of opportunities for graduates and postgraduates who want to make their career in agribusiness, lot of opportunities are there. Earlier, only fertilizer, seed, and pesticide companies are there, but nowadays you will find means startups are there, agri retail is there, agri financing is there. So in agriculture, things are going in that direction that lot of consolidation would be there and lot of opportunities would be there. So now it was just an introduction of why this agribusiness segment is important. And in my next slide, it would be like how big is this agribusiness segment, this industries. Next, please. If you see, we in this business categorize products in two categories, bulk and non-bulk. Bulk means the products we are packed in 50 kg, or in case of urea, it is in 45 kg. Like urea, DAP, NPK, APS, ammonium sulfate, SSP, city compost. And I hope that you people are all familiarized with these type of products. And non-bulk, in non-bulk category, non-bulk means any product from 100 gram, 50 gram to 1 liter, 5 liter. So seeds, agrochemicals, water-soluble fertilizers, biostimulants, biofertilizers, they all comes in this category. And if you see the volume, so bulk is almost 1.75 lakh 1.75 lakh crore. And after this new nutrient-based subsidy rates, it's going to cross 2 lakh crores. And non-bulk, 80 lakhs crores. It's not 0.8, sorry. It's this 85,000 crores. Sorry, 85,000 crores. Yes, 0.8 lakh crores is correct. And in both cases, in case of bulk fertilizer and non-bulk, because again, you have to understand this slide, because when you are going to make your career, And whenever any campus recruitment would be there, you have to understand in which sector you are going. In agriculture also, there would be lot of sectors. So bulk fertilizer sector would be there, seed would be there, agrochemicals would be there. There are some companies who are working in all segments, but there are specialized organizations like companies, they are working in seed only. Companies, those are working in agrochemicals only. Companies, those are working in specialty nutrition only. So you have to understand business dynamics of these verticals and how this industry, this industry will perform. So I'll just give 3-4 minutes on this. See, in case of bulk fertilizers, growth rate is stagnant because of why stagnant? Because of policy. You know, a fertilizer bag, like a lot of news were there, a DAP bag is costing farmers nowadays 1,200 rupees a bag. And government is also giving subsidy of 1,200 rupees per bag, more than 1,200 rupees, 24,300 something. So no value addition is there. Production is controlled by government, import is controlled by government, packing is controlled by government, ingredients is controlled by government, logistic is controlled by government, selling price is also controlled by government. So what to produce? How to produce? This natural gas, everything is being controlled by government. Where to sell? To whom to sell? So you don't have much freedom in bulk fertilizer category. So no value additions are there. A DAP is there since almost 60 years back, DAP was there 1846, today also 1846. So no much value addition. But if you see other industry, seeds, so lot of, we are talking about nowadays, we are talking about GM seeds. So you can understand how government restrictions control innovations. So like I said, government controls, they are very high in bulk fertilizers and they are low in non-bulk. Margin and profitability, yes, it's another concern area for companies and employees. So margins and profitabilities are very low in case of bulk fertilizers. So as an employee also, when you will serve in our organization which deals only in bulk fertilizer, you will not get that type of this incentives, increments, or foreign tours, or a lot of schemes are there which are prevailing in non-bulk category because their high margins are there. Scope of value addition, again thing, because government controls everything, everyone has to move according to FCO. So very low scope for value addition. But in case of non-bulk, if you are aware about water-soluble fertilizer, one product is there, 1919. So in that segment only, there are 6-7 variants of that product. 1919 with zinc, 1919 with sulfur. Means lot of innovations are happening, and companies are investing because they know that they are going to after this investment they are going to get very good returns on that. Without return, no one will invest, and that we have seen in bulk fertilizers category. Global cartels are also there in bulk fertilizer. In non-bulk fertilizer, it's very low. Logistic challenges are also there in bulk fertilizers. In non-bulk, it's very low. Volume sale, yes, because they sell in 45 kg and 50 kg bag. Bulk fertilizers volume are very big. And in case of non-bulk, volumes are Small volumes are there, but high margins are there. So why? Because my topic is that employability. So why I am discussing this? Many times when we choose an organization, we just go, we study about, okay, how big is this? 8,000 crores, 9,000 crores, 10,000 crores. But you have to understand what you will get out of that 9,000 crores or 10,000 crores. Which type of exposure you are going to get? Which type of working freedom you are going to get? So you keep these questions in mind, study more about products, discuss with your seniors, and many of your seniors who are even some of, if they are working in bulk fertilizer, they will say, okay, it's very cool industry and no more stress is there. But you just ask basic fundamental questions. So how big are your products? Which type of innovations your organization is doing? So then you just understand their answer, and you have to realize which type of career means what you want to do after 2 or 3 years. Because nowadays it is not like that. The students or employees, they want to grow very fast, at a very faster rate. And unfortunately, in our agribusiness, that type of growth is not possible, whatever the way your counterparts in technology and in other sectors or in logistics also, whatever they are getting in agribusiness segment, it's a different kind of industry. So you have to prepare. If you are in agribusiness, you have to prepare according to this industry. So now, enough of knowledge. Now I will discuss with you what exactly an employer expects that, okay, this type of, next slide please, this type of traits I want to have. So next slide please, is just like bulk fertilizer and non-bulk. So I discussed about, these are bags, 45 kg, 50 kg bag, and these are in case of non-bulk fertilizers, and everything is 1 kg pack, 500 ml bottle, 1 liter bottle is there. Next please. And nowadays, when in 1996, 97, when we were studying in post-graduation, so for agriculture students, limited scopes were there. Means either people used to go in tea gardens or in banking. I'm talking about private sector. Government jobs were there, but very limited jobs. Or in agri-input companies. But now, a lot of opportunities are there. You can choose normal sales and marketing. And normal sales and marketing, like simple agri-input sales and marketing. So traditional organizations are there, like in case of bulk fertilizer. Market research is a new thing. A lot of people, lot of companies, they are keeping this agriculture graduates and postgraduates, even management graduates who have some background of agriculture to do market research. And almost in 70 to 80% companies, this market research wing is getting more popularity, because new products, introduction of new products, profit margins, marketing strategy, all they depend on nowadays market research. So it's a very important thing. It's a very important career or field you can think of on. E-commerce and digital agriculture. E-commerce, it's a new thing, but I think almost 40 to 50 startups are there in agriculture, and just in last 3-4 years. So a lot of opportunities are there. And digital agriculture means digitization in agriculture. That is happening in every input marketing, market research, this finance, everything. You name it and you will find something about digitization. So in my opinion, it's going to be a new boom in agribusiness. Only, in my opinion, only 2-3% of that particular potential is being utilized. So more than 95-96% this potential is yet to be explored and utilized. And you will find in next few days, next few months or years, another 40-50 organizations would come up in this field, and there would be lot of success and failures would also be there. Normal agri input companies are there, seed, pesticides, agrochemicals, and this dairy, cattle feed. So they all comes under it in this agri input. We cattle feed also we include this in agribusiness. Then micro irrigation, it's another thing. And you know, if you go and discuss lot of things in there, like precision farming, so different type of activities are happening, and we all are learning. So no one can say that they are expert of this agribusiness. For me also, for the senior people in this agribusiness sector, lot of things are there, and we have to understand with new a guy with just 24 years age. So they are experiencing different type of experiments that they are doing. So we have to learn with them. And because in agriculture, now you will find technology and agriculture, this agribusiness and technology, it's going to change the entire business scenario for at least for India. Government jobs, as usual, less in numbers, high in demands. And you understand why they are high in demands. Supply chain and management, it's yet another important thing, another important this vertical. So you will find lot of this opportunities in supply chain and management. Next, please. Oh, sorry. And agri input retail. Friends, agri input retail, only as of today, you will find only 3-4 companies which are serious in this agri input, organized agri input retail. Otherwise, unorganized sectors, entire agribusiness sector, they are with unorganized. Means in South, Coromandel is there. Coromandel, they are in agri retail. In Western part, we are there. Some new companies, they are also coming out, like Juari Agro, this Krishi Rasayan, UPL. But in my opinion, this organized agri retail, this segment is going to in a very, very big way in next coming month or year, you can say. Lot of global companies like Nutrients and other companies, they are studying that how to enter in agribusiness, agri input retail of Indian market. So it is going to be a very good opportunity for agri graduates and this management students. Next, please. Now, next 2-3 slides may be quite debatable. In this, you see in red fonts it is written, knowledge and skill set required average. So what does this mean? In agri-business, friends, especially in agri-retail, or in case of entire agri-business sector, in my opinion, it's my opinion, we don't require very talented persons with good subjective knowledge, very good academic records. No. We require a person with some flair, some passion. If knowledge is average, okay. We will train him or her. Because this agri-business marketing, agri-business industry, it's quite different. You have to interact with a person who is sitting in a hut in Begusaraya or in Telangana. And next day you have to interact with persons or corporate people at Coromandel Agri Retail. So a lot of flexibility is required as far as agri-business professionals are concerned. Like I earlier said, there is no benchmark. You can't decide that your customers or your meeting place would be like this. You have to meet them in a farmer's field also. You have to interact with a farmer which has 200 acres of land, and you have to interact with a farmer which has no land. He is working, you must be knowing, like sharing. He is farming on different owner land. So what I mean to say in your agri-business and this management, the finance, marketing, HR management, international business, so rural management, business analytics, supply chain, agri-business management, entrepreneur and family business, you people are well versed with that. And what I understand, these topics, they are get covered in your syllabus. But so just I mentioned here that we require person who want to make their career in this particular segment. If you want to have, like in management, when I was doing this, my postgraduate diploma, so simple understanding was there, you should not work anywhere more than 2 years. So, but in this particular segment, things are very different. Things are quite different. So in my next slide, we will discuss what exactly we want with you. So next, please. So there are two things. One is mandatory and another is desirable. So friends, your attitude, and it differs. When I'm talking about attitude, So I am discussing that suppose a person who is with technical background or with this medical background or with some finance background, so their different type of attitude is required. But here in agribusiness, you should be a man, like we discussed now, down to earth. So verbatim down to earth is required in agribusiness segment. So because we are working with the persons who are doing business on farms, so your customer is different. So you have to behave in a different manner. There is no compromise on that. So again and again, I am saying, I don't require a very talented man who is very good in PowerPoint presentations and everything in that, this and that, who is very good in communication. No, I don't require, sorry. I require a person who have an attitude to interact with my customers. And who are my customers? A person, a farmer, a poor farmer, which is having no land, or a farmer which is having 2 acres of land. And both have different type of attitude. A 200 acre owner farmer will behave in a different way, and a farmer with 0 land will behave in a different way. So you require adjustment. So in agribusiness, we focus on adjustment. And another thing is love your job. So everyone say, okay, I love my job. No, it's not 9 to 5, or it's a shift job, or it's a production job. It's not work from home. An entire COVID time, my team was in field. All my retail outlets were open. We are traveling because my customer is also traveling. He is also in field. So if you have such type of flair, if you love agribusiness, if you love fields, if you love rural area, if you love farmer, then only you can love this agribusiness. So now self-discipline. So what employer wants? Self-discipline means we will say you, okay, you have to come at this time, you have to interact with farmers, you have to interact with customers, you have to interact with financial institutions, everything is there. But unless until you have some internal traits, you are not going to succeed in this sector. Because fortunately or unfortunately, in agribusiness, and especially for management graduates, I'm saying this. Fortunately or unfortunately, in agribusiness, you have to interact with superiors who doesn't have any management qualification, but they are very good. They are marvelous in their job. You have to learn with them. You need such attitude. They might not be good in any type of presentation skills or something like that. They might not good in spoken English or fluency in English or any other language. but they know this market. And they know this market very well than any Harvard or any other school professors. It's a different type of industry, friends. ITC, and we have experienced lot of things. ITC was there in agri retail. DCM Sriram was there in agri retail. Haryali was there in Haryali. DCM Haryali was there in agri retail. Triveni was there in Triveni sugar mills. They were also there in agri retail. Quite expensive, state-of-the-art facilities, but they failed. Because in our agribusiness, if a farmer finds that, okay, your shop is too, means hi-fi glasses are there, big cabins are there, lot of machineries are there. So he will think, oh my God, it must be quite costly. It's rural mental set is there. So that's why on organized agri retail in India was not that success. In our case, our retail shops are just like a local baniya shop. So if we want to compete with them, we have to behave like them. We can't sit in our retail outlets wearing blazer and tie and something. Farmer will not come. And patience. Patience is required. Patience is required everywhere. But in this agribusiness industry, patience is the key. And nowadays, invest in yourself. I used to say my colleagues that don't work for organization. Sorry, you work for yourself. Organization will automatically benefit it if you invest in yourself. Read, interact. Nowadays, lot of things are there. WhatsApp universities are there. So we must know what exactly is happening in our agri input sector. And desirable, yes, like other organizations, networking is there. Networking is required. You should be proactive, and also you should be reactive. These are two different things. Proactive is okay, quite good, okay. But reaction also requires. If you delay in reaction, then it is of no use. So timely reaction is key to success. And like nothing is impossible. Yes, in our industry also, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible, friends. Such untapped potential is there. Such untapped potential is there. You will see many companies will come and flourish in Indian agribusiness. Lot of opportunities are there, lot of opportunities for innovation, lot of opportunities for research. And why I am emphasizing on we require average? Because an average person, he will always work hard. Work hard means in this particular, I'm not saying that I should not respect good the persons with good academic records or very good in communications. But in agribusiness, If you are very good, it's just practical thing. You should not quote me on this. If you are very good in PowerPoint presentation, if you are very good in communications, what organization will do? They will say, this man or this girl is very good. We should not keep him or her in field. Let us utilize them in head office. Friends, you will not get exposure. And what will happen after 2-3 years? You will be acclimatized to head office culture, and you would not be able to perform in field. So that's why, in my opinion, everyone should work in field for initial 2 to 3 years. Then after they should come to head office. Otherwise, in this particular sector, like today, we have on 5th June, we have some, this plantation program is there. We have almost 45 persons in this office, and 70% of them are with agriculture backgrounds. Timing was 2:30, and everyone was saying, sir, it's too hot. पसीना आ रहा है सर, जल्दी खत्म करें. This is the reason why I don't want to place these persons in head office, because we all get used to this controlled temperature offices. You think of your customer, you think of your retailer, you think of your dealer. They are working in this particular, they are in field now. So we can't say. So that's why average communication skills, I prefer, in my personal capacity, I prefer if a person is having average communication skills, okay, very fun, good. But if he or she has a passion, and I will go for attitude, then I will invest also. So next, please. I think it's my last slide. So I will discuss just, you can't say it's corporate guru month, it's my personal experience was. And I should say, these are lines, whatever points I have written, it's crux of my 24 year of working experience. You might find it useful, or someone say it's not required. So I leave it on you. Respect. Because why respect is required in this particular job? Because your actual consumer is a different type of thing. When you will start respecting, because you have to respect your boss, you don't have any option. And not in agri business, everywhere you have to respect your boss. What you will do? But respect your parents. You will get some basic learnings from them. Because in my opinion, that particular generation, born in 70 or almost 70, 75, they have seen this transformation. They have seen hardcore realities. Respect your colleagues. Respect peon of your office. Then only you will love to respect your trade, because your trade is also not big dealers, your trade is retailers and your consumer. Why again and again I am emphasizing that the consumer of this agri business, it's a farmer. And a farmer need a person who can speak in their language, means उनको वो लगे कि वो उनके जैसा ही है. And tech savvy and coordination. Tech savvy, like when we were in 1996 working, so laptops were not that popular, but we started like Excel, Word, everything. Nowadays, you people are master in that. So it is required. It is required in this sector also. Yes, we interact with farmer. Yes, we interact with rural people. We live in rural area, but we need to be tech savvy, because if you will not a tech savvy person, this new technology and agri-business fusion, you would not be in a position to sustain in this world. So you had to be. And third is most important point. Create reasons why one should mentor you, why one should invest your time, why one should invest his or her time in you. Why? If a boss and subordinate relation is there, okay, for formality or for his job, he will give you some inputs. But you have to trust your boss, trust your boss or your colleague, trust. Means you have to work beyond your capabilities. आपको अर्जुन जैसा, एकलव्य जैसा बनना पड़ेगा. आप ये नहीं कह सकते हो कि इसने मुझे सिखाया नहीं. हाँ, वो नहीं सिखाएगा. He will not teach you. वो आपको उतना ही बताएगा. Limited resources, limited information he will give you. So you people will start your career. So my request, my advice is that interact with bosses, interact with colleagues, give some personal touch. It should be like that after 5 or 6 p.m. your office hour. If you ask something from your boss or your colleague, that platform should be created. That bonding should be there. So he will give that particular information to you. In initial year, mark my words, friends, if you find 1 or 2 persons who thinks, who trust, who believe that yes, I need to mentor this girl or I need to mentor this boy, you will learn a lot. And like I said, new age versus old age. In agri-input industry, you will find a lot of people. They have very good experience. They have means they are gems, but they are not that tech savvy like you. Then what to do? Because you people are going to be pillar of any organizations. You people are going to work for next 30 years. So you have to understand with that. So knowledge sharing, it's not like a 9 to 5 job. And team building. So many a time I see that, okay, no sir, I'm in finance, so I'm in HR, so I'm in sales and marketing. Don't restrict yourself. If you get opportunity, interact with other team members, interact with other departments. Try to learn whatever you want to learn. Try. 3 Idiot में उसने बोला था ना, आमिर खान ने, कि हर जगह ज्ञान की गंगा बह रही है, जहां मिल सके ले लो. Don't restrict yourself to a particular role, friends. Nowadays, technology is there and people are there. We have to respect both technology and people. So, my last slide, please. What personally, suppose if I'm in an interview, so I will judge a person like, because if I ask a question to a particular person, don't start justifying yourself. No need to justify. Whatever you are there, you are there. If you have given some wrong answer, don't worry. Because like I said, we don't want experts, friends. I am an average person. We want average person. Don't worry. Your attitude would be judged. Your confidence would be judged. Your non-verbal communication. आंखों में आंखें मिला के बात करो उनसे. They are also humans. They need you. You need job, they need you. It's a win-win situation. It's not like king and slaves. And precise. Round घुमाना नहीं. Precise. Whatever you know, you know. Whatever you don't know, you don't know. What is there? And you should know what's your strength, what's your concern area. Like they said now, pet peeves. Yes, everyone has problems. Don't worry. When we will select you, we will select you with all your plus and minus. It is not like that. No. Only your plus will be selected, your minus will not be selected. No, friends. When you are in any particular organization, you would be part of full, you means 100% of you would be part of that organization. And whenever we hire anyone, we just not hire a particular person. We hire that person, his family, his background, his knowledge, his resources, everything we hire. And in last, have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in this agribusiness industry. This industry is also a very good paymaster. And in next few days, in next few months, in next few years, a lot of happening is bound to be in this field. So let us part of that revolution. Learn and implement. So sir, it's I think my last slide, and now all the best to